Already, I got my eating pants on today.
263, you're ready at the window.
The lines are long.
We heard it's good.
We weren't expecting a lot of people to come in, and
That's why it's worth the wait.
The food?
Oh, that's good.
Really good. A lot of flavor to it.
Delicious.
best I've had.
Grab your friends, pull up a chair, because you ain't going anywhere.
It is worth the wait.
We're tailgating.
It's kind of like being at a football game.
Not for a game, but to get into this spot.
It's definitely worth the wait.
Absolutely worth the wait.
Plus burgers.
There's already a line.
Ice cream.
It's the greatest ice cream in the world.
And the barbecue chocolate combo that has people lining up from all over the world.
We opened up the barbecue restaurant to help pay for our chocolate making habit.
This is worth the wait.
You wait longer, you get hungrier, the food tastes better.
We're headed to Houston.
I'm Nicole Buckman,
And I'm Will Buckman.
and we're the owner-operators of
Corkscrew Barbecue. Corkscrew Barbecue started as a hobby. It was something that we started in our driveway. It was for friends and family primarily. We started catering parties. We started making it a business, seeing where we could take it. And eventually it grew, and we've been here now for
5 years.
Yeah, almost 5 years in October now.
Order for Tracy.
I believe it's the best barbecue in Houston.
It is the most tender, moist brisket I have ever had.
I'm really picky about barbecue, so when people are like, oh, this is best barbecue, I'm like, okay, yeah, right. But this actually is the best barbecue.
The lines have been known to wrap around the building, and it typically stays there until we sell out of food.
It is worth the wait. I have been here several times, and every time it's worth it. And every time the line is like this.
Definitely worth it.
Life before barbecue for me was climbing telephone poles and going underground into manholes, splicing copper wires together. We had a company party at AT&T. It was a potluck, and I said that I would bring the barbecue, everybody else would bring the side orders. After that, we started getting requests from coworkers. I've got my daughter's birthday's coming up. We've got quinceañeras coming up. Will you provide the barbecue? So I started doing that on the side, no charge. Just bring me a brisket, I'll cook it for you. It was a way that I could learn how to harness the craft of barbecue. I wanted to get better at it. As it turns out, I was pretty decent at it. And it was her idea. She said, you know, you're spending all of your free time cooking barbecue for other people now. And let's start charging for it. And the next thing you know, it's all up and running, and we've got catering gigs booked.
We bought a trailer so we could start doing festivals.
Which led to us being able to purchase a building and moving our business into it.
Morning, y'all.
Order for Kurt L. Sabrina to the window.
And then tell me when you're ready.
It is the most tender, moist brisket I have ever had.
The pulled pork is really tangy. It's always fantastic.
Pork ribs are really good. Actually, everything is quite good.
So we first made Texas Monthly's top 50 list in 2013 after we'd been open for about a year and a half of business. In 2017, I believe we came in number seventh place in the state.
You've got some of the best barbecue in Texas, and when you say that, you say quite a mouthful.
We've recommended so many people here, and they are very impressed.
We're from Kansas. We heard about Corkscrew Barbecue, so we're excited to try a Southern-style barbecue. I think the sauce is the main thing that's going to be different.
We're from Louisiana. We heard it's good, so we're going to give it a shot. Like I said, we can't wait to eat that gumbo. I mean, the brisket.
You want to come early, get in line, because if you don't come early, the line could be 2 hours long.
My brother-in-law here, we travel around, and we try to hit all the barbecue top 50, and we wanted to be number 1 to number 2. We got here real early, and we're going to try the barbecue out.
The best barbecue in the world. That's why it's worth the wait.
Well, I'm sitting here in 90-degree heat for an hour before the doors open, yes. It's worth the wait.
Saturdays being our busiest of the days. The lines have been known to wrap around the building, and it typically stays there until we sell out of food.
Fall off the bone tender. The seasoning is amazing. Thumbs up.
Our number 1 seller here is definitely the brisket.
The brisket is just like butter.
Oh, that's good. That's a good brisket.
The bark on the outside is great. Nice salt and pepper. It's really good.
It's tender.
Delicious.
Best I've had.
It's tender, juicy, a lot of flavor to it.
There is not one single item that does not sell out every single day.
These chickens are the best chickens ever.
The chicken's one of the best things on the menu. It's spicy, it's salty. You really taste the smoke all the way through it. The barbecue's so good, I went in and brought the t-shirt.
I can't really explain how gratifying it is to have the support that we have. It's a blessing for sure.
We're appreciative to every person that stands in line.
You know, we didn't build the hype surrounding our business, but I think it's our job to maintain that hype. So we've always maintained quality over quantity. We aim to always do that.
It's worth it to get here early and get a number. Make sure you get in line, get a number, but even if you don't have a number, it's worth the wait.
By the time they close and the barbecue's sold out, other people are very, very sad. I would encourage anybody, if you get a chance to come out here, no matter how hot it is, to do it.
If food is good, it's worth the wait, always.
You're gonna love what we're smoking.
From Houston to Cali, in a spot that's been slinging soft serve for 100 years.
It's like super unique. It's like the texture of the ice cream is really different from like other soft serves.
It's the greatest ice cream in the world.
We love cold ice cream.
As soon as we moved to Pleasanton, we came here because everybody in town talked about it. Super creamy, it's good flavors, it's perfect.
Hi, I'm Jesse Tiggins, and I'm the owner of Meadowlark Dairy. It has been in Pleasanton since 1919. We just celebrated 100 years in business and 50 years downtown. A man named Walter Briggs owned it, and then in the 50s, my grandpa came to the ranch, Meadowlark Dairy, and he started managing it for him. When we were still processing, my parents just took over the business, and my dad was doing a lot of milk school routes. So my parents went to this auction because they were auctioning off school trucks. And the school said, you can auction off the truck, but you have to take whatever's inside of it. And inside was an ice cream machine. So my parents decided, okay, we're gonna make a shake mix, and we're gonna make an ice cream mix for it, and we're gonna sell it. And that's how it became ice cream.
I like to know where all the ingredients come from. I mean, that adds a lot to the quality of the ice cream. And plus it's nice supporting small businesses. I mean, there's not enough of those around anymore.
Currently, we have vanilla, chocolate, orange, strawberry, and pineapple are kind of our mainstays during the summer. But we have others like mint chip, coconut, pretty much every other flavor.
I feel like it's really good ice cream for a really good price.
So we try to keep our prices as low as we can. It's who we are as people, I think. Our employees that make it good for customers. They're upbeat, they're fun, they're super polite. I think that's what really makes the difference.
It's a neat little place, and you can also buy sundries here, which is very interesting.
It was worth the wait.
Oh yeah, it's always worth the wait.
It was totally worth the wait.
Up next, a spot as delicious as it is fun to say.
People started coming and the word started getting out.
We're headed to a horchataria.
Oh my God, what did we just do?
And later, people tailgate to eat at this spot with only 10 tables.
Matter of fact, we've been here 2 hours already.
You're watching Worth the Wait.
Everybody in town talked about it.
Let's head to California.
It was kind of like a craving for both churros and horchata. And ever since we started dating, we always had an idea to do something different, like a different coffee shop or yogurt, something different. And it was just kind of one of those things where like, let's sell churros and horchata. It was definitely a really, really big challenge. But to be honest, we really didn't realize what we were doing until after we did it. We're like, oh my God, what did we just do? You know? So it was just like, we just knew it felt right, and we went for it. The number one thing was to make sure that it wasn't Paramount, because this is where David and I grew up, and really important for us to make sure that we do it here in our city first. And with that, we get to help the community.
We have our fraps, which is our horchata frap, and our popular one that a lot of people are interested in, our mazapan frap, which is a traditional Mexican candy with coffee, and we blend it up and make a delicious frap. Well, we definitely have our churros, which we make in-house fresh from scratch, and they are vegan. They're vegan friendly 100%. Definitely is Latino inspired. There's a lot of traditional icons, like the luchador on our wall, the loteria, and then our pan dulces, which are very traditional in the Mexican community. We weren't expecting a lot of people to come in, and then we just kind of opened the door, and the line just started forming, and we're just kind of taken away, and it was amazing.
The day that we opened, I was even thinking like, how am I going to pay my 2 employees that I have? You know? But people started coming, and the word started getting out, and I think for us it was really important to make sure that it felt like home.
Grab the cooler and some cold ones. The wait at this spot is long.
You guys setting up to eat or drink out here?
Yes. And later, barbecue and chocolate together. It's life-changing. People love it. We'll tell you where.
I drive 100 miles. It's absolutely worth the wait.
You're watching Worth the Wait.
There's always a line. Always a line.
Let's head to Raleigh.
So you guys setting up to eat or drink out here?
Yes. For somebody to think they're gonna come in and walk right in and get a steak, it ain't gonna happen.
It's unique. It's a one-of-a-kind place. I mean, we serve one thing. That's it.
That's going to be y'all's ribeye tonight. Listen, start with the lady. I start at 8 ounces, or I can go larger.
Once you eat here, you'll understand. They are the beef masters.
Sometimes it's an hour and a half, 2 hours to get in, but hey, you know that when you come because there's so many.
Because there's only 10 tables.
Yeah. But it's good food though, so it's worth waiting for.
It's part of Wilson heritage. It's been here forever. It's just kind of a hometown restaurant. Everything's local, everything's fresh, and everybody loves to come here and hang out and eat at night.
Most of the time there is a wait. I've seen it above 2 hours. It starts the minute we open on Saturday till the time we close. And as long as your name's on that list by 10 o'clock, we're going to serve you.
A lot of times they're tailgating and you're meeting folks out here, and it's just top notch. People from all the counties come here because this is like the best of the best. If you want a good steak, this is the place you got to go.
The meat is superb. It's truly amazing. We've got the only contract in the state. It's a very high quality beef, but if it's the only thing that you sell, nobody else should be able to get it. So.
A ribeye steak, you can't beat it. I think that's the best possible cut. And the fact that that's the only thing on the menu.
That's it.
You know,
Steak,
they come to the
potato
table
salad.
with a ribeye loin and ask you, what size do you want, starting at 8 ounces. And there's the end of the story.
The only thing we serve is a ribeye. Comes with as many trips to the salad bar as you'd like, baked potato, bread, onion if you want it, coffee to your order.
I have seen people wait an hour and a half, 2 hours, but I mean, they also have fun tailgating outside, so it makes a difference being able to have the beer outside while you're waiting. And
you come in, if we're full, they take your name. You can tailgate outside, play cornhole, do whatever you want to.
We're going to sit here and enjoy it, but that's part of the ambiance. You get to enjoy, our friends will come in and talk, you know, and then when you get in there, you get a great meal. It's cooked the way you want it. There's no taking time to look what's on the menu.
Matter of fact, we've been here 2 hours already. We know that when we come. We know that.
And it's not really a wait. I mean, you get to sit here and talk, drink a little.
It's kind of like being at a football game. They're tailgating, they're having a good time, and they bring it in here. And we love to play with them, you know, joke around. It's a laid-back atmosphere.
It's definitely worth the wait.
It's absolutely worth the wait.
Delicious. So good. If I could have eaten a 24-ounce steak, I could. It's delicious. One of the best steaks I've ever had. It's great. I need a nap because I ate so much food and the food was so good. I need to go find some coffee so I can make my drive home.
It's a pretty unique experience. It really is. You just come try.
From Raleigh to Houston, and maybe the best barbecue mashup ever.
It's some of the best meat that you'll ever have. It's extremely rich. It's like eating meat-flavored butter.
Chili relleno sausage, it's life-changing.
And my grandchildren won't let me come home without some chocolates from here.
I'm Scott Moore. I'm co-owner, pitmaster, chocolate maker at Tejas Chocolate and Barbecue in Tomball, Texas. We make chocolate and barbecue.
Pork ribs, and they are delicious.
The Peru chocolate is my #1 fave here.
It sounds unusual, but it turns out to be a great combination.
Lemonberry, cashew butter,
The best pork meal I've ever had.
pecan praline, raspberry flutter.
They do excellent brisket.
We started making chocolate as a hobby, actually, and selling it at a local farmer's market when we decided to move into a retail store.
263, you're ready at the window.
We opened up the barbecue restaurant to help pay for our chocolate making habit.
The chocolate and the barbecue are unlike anything you're going to be able to get anywhere else.
It's unusual, but it totally works.
It's perfect for me because I love barbecue and I love chocolate.
We're Texans. We love barbecue. And when you find a place that makes great barbecue, we're willing to get in line for it and wait even on a hot summer day because barbecue is in our DNA.
I've waited about a little over an hour and they were worth every single bite.
And sweeten it up a little bit with a little bite of chocolate completely works.
Ooh, that's very good.
I was in the railroad industry for 30 years, so I like to grill meats and smoke meats at home on the weekends, have parties, do that kind of thing. So barbecue for me was more about the social element. Started making chocolate as a hobby out of a curiosity. We were the first bean-to-bar chocolate maker in Texas, which means we actually buy the raw cocoa beans. We roast it ourselves, We grind it. And make chocolate from the bean. And we make chocolate truffles. We have 35 different recipes that we rotate in and out of the display. Fan favorites are pecan praline, a Martha Washington with coconut, a peanut butter truffle we call Nutty Buddy, a mint truffle we call Frostbite, bananas Foster, honey lavender. Those are some of the most popular varieties that we do. Take these ribs off and put a little sauce on them. Never really thought I'd be running a barbecue restaurant, but here we are.
Order number 262 for Casey.
Tejas Chocolate Barbecue, we're here in Old Town Tomball. It's heavily influenced by the railroad that comes through here. We operate in the oldest building in Tomball. It was originally constructed in 1907. In May of 2017, Texas Monthly's famous for their top 50 list, and they named us as the 6th best barbecue joint in the state of Texas. That brought an immediate reaction.
Ever since then, it's a line out the door.
It's a small building, so we can only fit so many people through there at a time. It's quite humbling to see people lining up before you open to buy your barbecue.
Love it. The brisket's fabulous. The chocolate itself is to die for. He drove from Shreveport just to come in here and eat.
Oh, it's worth the drive. Every time I come to Houston, we come here.
People were coming with high expectations.
It's an unlikely pairing, and so we're pretty excited to try it. We drove all the way from Baytown, so it's not a 5-minute drive.
People are really going a long way out of their way to come here and get barbecue.
We're from Colorado. Anytime I come into town, I have to come check out Tejas Barbecue.
Do you have anything that's just solid dark chocolate?
I'm from Austin, Texas. About a week ago, I heard about this place, and I love barbecue, and I love chocolate. I heard nothing but awesome things. That's why I'm here.
One final little spritz. You make good barbecue, people come find you and they'll wait in line to get it.
It's absolutely worth the wait. I drive 100 miles round trip to get here and eat the barbecue. It's the best in Texas, best I've ever had.
You wait longer, you get hungrier, the food tastes better.
Saturdays can be more like an hour wait to get in, and it's a little bit like a tailgate party in your front yard every day.
I came from Memphis area. This place is supposed to live up to the hype, so I got up early this morning. We're gonna see.
Okay, so the golden ticket, we do it on Saturdays, and they hang them out at 6:30 in the morning. There's 20 tickets outside, so no matter how long the line gets, it's a first come, first serve.
I woke up early, I got here at 6:30 a.m., got the #1 ticket. It was kind of like Willy Wonka. I skipped my way all the way to the car, and now we're ready for some sausage and brisket and all kinds of good meat.
Pork ribs, and they are delicious.
Brisket has a good flavor. The sausage is excellent. There's always a line. Always a line. You get here late, and they may be out of it, so you got to get here early.
They do excellent brisket, and they always do some really good sausages. And my grandchildren won't let me come home without some chocolates from here.
The chocolate truffles are my favorite. We're going to get some on the way out the door. And the burnt ends, we call them meat candy.
No, nuggets of joy.
Already, I got my eating pants on today. Hey, you know it's good when you can't breathe.
This is like a 15 out of a rating of 10.
And it wasn't that long a wait, but the wait that we did have was definitely worth it.
That rib right there, that's what it's supposed to be like. Oh yeah, I'm coming back. Stand in line, come get it, it's worth it.
It's like eat meat flavored butter.
We get in line for this Hawaiian sweet treat in San Fran.
Delicious. It's like my go-to treat.
I would wait for an hour for this.
That's next. And later, Chapel Hill is famous for Tar Heels and these burgers.
Best burger in the nation.
Best burger in the world. Best thing I've ever had.
Are they worth the wait? We'll tell you. It's worth the wait.
Unlike anything you're going to be able to get anywhere else.
San Francisco is next.
Delicious.
Hawaii style shave ice is a thing that everyone grows up with back home.
How many times have you came out to the pop-up?
Five or six?
Probably more.
I would wait for an hour for this.
We do homemade mochi. When we do our matcha flavor, we do homemade azuki shiratama dango, which is a Japanese-style mochi. We use condensed milk, which is very popular in Hawaii. We call it snowcap. Hi, my name is Stephanie. I'm the owner of Always Aloha Shave Ice, and I'm bringing shave ice to the East Bay. So this is kind of my interpretation of Hawaiian-style shave ice. Since it's a big part of my childhood, I just want the keiki of the Bay Area to experience this as well.
How did you know that they were going to be here today?
Instagram. We're East Bay based, mostly like Oakland, Berkeley is where you're gonna find us. We do have quite a few people that come out in Aloha attire that want to connect because they're from Hawaii. It's nice to feel, you know, that Aloha support. We're transplants from Hawaii and other people from Hawaii come and support us, but I think it gets the stamp of approval from folks even from back home.
We'll post every week where we're going to be. Since we started in July last year, we've had a pretty consistent following, so it's been great. Hawaiian-style shave ice has always been a huge part of my childhood. It's like my go-to treat in Hawaii.
We love it. We've been to Hawaii multiple times, and this is still one of our top favorites.
Steph's dad had an old shave ice machine. It was back home in Hawaii for years, and he said after you folks are done with school, you should definitely bring it up and do some experimenting.
Ever since I moved here, he kept saying like, oh, why don't you start a shave ice company? And then here we are. Our machine shaves the ice very finely. As soon as you eat it, it like melts in your mouth. Shave ice derived from Japanese culture in the plantation times, so it's definitely a part of the Hawaii experience.
Why don't you want to share?
She just eats all the good parts, and then I want to give it to myself.
We're headed to Tar Heel country for one last bite.
There's already a line.
Heard from my friends. People came up to me and said, hey man, have you had Owl's best burger in the nation?
His trumpet teacher told us this was the best burger in the world.
You know, I have an incredible staff. It's an incredible product, and you know, I just try to stay out of the way. So we have, these are two of our classic burgers here, our two bacon Sean cheddar burgers. This is our Mookie, and then these are the two Bobo chili cheeseburgers.
Kenny J here, but with cheddar cheese and guacamole. This is the best thing I've ever had.
I got the Kenny J.
How does it taste?
It's tasting delicious tonight.
I got the Kenny J as well.
How does it taste for you?
It's very good.
This is Patricio right here. He's been our lead burger man for the last 4 years. Of course, we can't do the French fries without Lulu.
Oh,
Hello. We decided that we're going to pay our people a living wage because this is our home. This is our community.
And a bunch of my friends, like, did you know about this? Like, of course you know about Owls. It's been delicious ever since we came here.
Thank you, guys. And thank you, guys. Woo!
Have a spot that's worth waiting for? Tell us why on social media.